This video is just about my add-ons in World of Warcraft, so there we go. My first add-on, Quest Helper. Everyone basically has Quest Helper. Pretty much does exactly what you'd assume it would from the name. Helps you with quests. This arrow shows me where I need to go to do a quest. See, if I face that way, it tells me to go that way. If I face this way, it tells me I'm going the wrong way. Also, really helpful, tells you how many yards you're close to, so you know if you're going the right way. Second add-on I have that most people also have is Cartographer. This reveals every single location on the map. Some people think that's cheap, but whatever. I have it in red, a light red, so I can see everything fine, but I still know where I need to explore. It makes it easier if you're trying to get exploring achievements. It also has maps for all the instances. Here's one, Black Fathom Deeps. Takes a little to load up, but here it is. Shows where all the bosses are, really helpful. Another thing it does, basically another helpful thing, it adds these little main key points of areas you'd want to go for cities, like there's one in the hinterlands for Airy Peak, main area where you can get quests. It also adds these little, I think it's Cartographer or Quest Helper, adds these little boxes. These show you where you need to go for your quest. So that's Cartographer. Fix it up. Second add-on I have is, or a third, is Guild Greet, and what this does is it informs me anytime someone levels or something, and when I click it, it sends them a little congratulations or anything like that. Use that if you're too lazy to type or if you're busy in a raid and you still want to be polite. Easy to click. So that's a pretty simple one. Fourth one I have is Omen. This one's really only used for raids. Basically all it does is tells who has aggro and how much percent of aggro you have. I don't really need it at my level at all, because I'm not raiding yet. Another add-on I have is Gatherer. This is really helpful for gather professions like mining or herbalism. And this reveals, whenever I gather an herb, it puts a little tiny thing on the map. You can barely see it, but when you're up close, you can see it on the mini-map. So that way, if I ever want to go back and collect Khadgar's Whisker, I know where it is. It does that with every single herb. The next add-on I have is called X-Pearl. It makes my character portrait look all fancy like that, 3D. It also lets me customize things like, lets me customize things on my portrait. Like, I can choose to show a cast bar, PvP flag, player buffs. I like them up here, my player buffs. I don't have any on, but if I wanted, I could put them right under my portrait. Also lets me move the portrait anywhere I want or see fit on the screen. So that's pretty helpful. I don't really know much about this add-on. It helps a lot with raids, but I'm fairly new to it, so I'm leaving out a lot of stuff, but it seems really helpful. The next thing I have is called Titan Panels. It has this nice convenient panel up there. I can always see the durability of my items, see the bag space I have left or used, see my gold, the percentage of XP I have to pull, and if I have Mel. It's all just conveniently up there. Pretty simple. You can download other things for it that display other crap up there. And the last add-on I have is Bartender, one of my favorites. You've probably already noticed that my spells are not in the traditional area of the bottom and right. Some of them are. But Bartender lets you create bars and stuff like that, so you can place your spells anywhere on the screen. You can have up to 10 bars, and you can add a reputation bar if you want, and you can move your experience bar anywhere you want. It's really helpful. See, I'll try to show you. Oh, wrong click. Yeah. here we go. See, I can move this bar up here if I wanted, or anywhere. I can move the experience bar up or down. Oh, where'd it go? There we go. And basically it's just really convenient. It also allows you to resize all the bars and rechange the add-ons, or well, not add-ons, rechange the depth and width of it. 2x4. I could have this bar be stretched out to here, or I could have a really tall one. It's really helpful. It saves a lot of time when you're going to click a spell. Another one I have is Auction House. I can't really show that because I'm not in the main city, but all that does is basically tells me in an auction house what an item is actually worth, so it's really helpful. That way you don't get ripped off as much if you're smart. But yeah, that's all my add-ons, and I'll probably be downloading a lot more once I get higher levels, but yeah, they're great. If you want any, just go to wow.curse.com. Just search Curse WoW or something on Google and you'll pull it up. It's really helpful. That's it.